Om Shanti. Good morning. Am I audible on the Zoom?
Yes, you are.
Thank you, Brother Nitya. Good morning to everyone. And also Happy New Year to those that I haven't seen. So we've got an interesting Murli this morning, as always. And one gets a feeling that there's a special group of Brahmins there in Madhuban. And when I say special, Baba's old original jewels. And it feels like Baba was sent a special invitation to come, maybe unscheduled meeting with Baba. And so Baba's talking to different groups in this Murli. But I thought it was interesting that the title that's been given is, May you have an intellect filled with faith. May you be immortal. So we know that this, what Baba calls Nischay Buddhi, an intellect that it's translated as faith, but we know that it's not faith as in devotion. It's a different experience. It's a knowing, it's a conviction. And I was thinking that in the world, one of the greatest resistances is to anything subtle. First of all, in the scientific world, which kind of informs our worldly knowledge, the scientists just put it all in one box and they say, no, that's unexplainable. And they're not really interested to go there. Why? Because that cannot be understood with the same intellect that the scientists use, which we can call stone intellect, but they have their sort of premise of how they understand the world. And that's how we've been educated. So here we come to Baba, and Baba says to have this Nischay Buddhi, which it does mean that we have to have this deep conviction for everything that is subtle. And the number one is ourselves as souls. The world talks about the soul, but the world knows nothing about the soul. And you can hear when religious people talk about the soul, you can hear there's a big gap there. And then, perhaps even more difficult, God is a soul, very subtle. And, I think, and I've been thinking about this recently, what is it that enables us to recognize that this is the truth? It is like an old memory in our psyche that just gets touched and something wakes up. Something wakes up. And it's wonderful because then we become part of this family, we study, we have yoga. It's a wonderful Brahmin life, we could call it. But why does Baba constantly talk about this Nischay Buddhi? Because that's what makes us number wise, actually. And we are all number wise, aren't we? And when we listen to the Murli and we share points afterwards, we can hear that everybody's hearing something different. And this is where sometimes, and Baba's touching a little bit on carelessness today, that when there is carelessness, that is when the intellect can become dull. So when Baba says follow Srimad, that Srimad is to help the intellect remain awake, alert, fresh, and very subtle. Srimad is like this, Baba refers to it as a protection, to keep that intellect from getting corrupted. The truth is, it gets corrupted. We all have to accept that. It can get corrupted from 1 second to the next. Suddenly, something in the drama is pulling us, and we lose that subtlety. And how do we know we've lost it? Because suddenly, the drama becomes more important than anything else. And especially when things go wrong. Oh, what we perceive to go wrong. Today in the Murli, Baba says that a huge part of this Nischay Buddhi is to know that nothing is ever wrong. And people will call that positivity. But people call it positivity, they just hope that actually it will work out well. But ours is not a hope. In fact, Baba never uses this word hope. Ours is a knowing that when you're at the confluence age, you are in the stage of ascent. So no matter what happens, attack of Maya, maybe something in the drama looks like it's all going upside down. But to keep that intellect that knows nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong. The attack of Maya, if we see it, we can learn from it. So that next time round we can see it coming from a distance. We say, no thanks. This is how we become conquerors of Maya. And Baba always ties the two, conqueror of Maya and master of the world. If you conquer Maya, you are master of the world. Nothing out there can delude you. You are beyond delusion. And the whole world is caught up in delusion of one kind or another. So let's listen to Baba's Murli. And of course, today is the 8th of January, but the original date was the 23rd of April. So this really feels like a special Murli, an extra Murli, because normally by the 23rd of April, the season is over. And this is still 1993. So as I mentioned, the title, May You Have an Intellect Filled with Faith, ! May you be immortal. And I just want to say one more thing about this, may you be immortal. And we know that as a soul, Baba gives that blessing, may you be immortal, because when you're soul conscious, you are in that experience of being immortal. But the feeling I got today is this, Baba was using it a little differently. He was saying that may you always be with Baba. That may your spiritual life be immortal. That not to leave Baba. Because Baba is also talking about the weaknesses that come in. So, may you be immortal. And in brackets, it's saying, accepting the love-filled invitation from all the senior brothers and sisters who had come for the celebration of their silver jubilee. So silver jubilee, is that 50 years?
25.
Oh, 25. Oops, 25 years. Avyaky Bapdada came into the gathering of the children for half an hour, and after giving sweet drishti to everyone, spoke a few elevated versions. At the end, Baba waved goodbye and took leave from everyone. Today, Bapdada has come to celebrate a meeting with all the extremely loving souls, those who have been cooperative in the establishment of the yajna from the beginning, those who have been victorious on the basis of their intellects having nischay, and who have passed the papers of many different types of problems, and those souls who have been loving, cooperative, unshakable, and immovable from the beginning. Baba has come to those children who are moving along, having passed in the subject of nischay. This nischay will constantly continue to give you the experience of victory in this life and in your future lives. This is a very important line that Baba has just spoken. Shall I repeat it? This nischay will constantly continue to give you the experience of victory in this life and in your future lives. I do believe that it's this nischay that at the end of the Iron Age enables us to still recognize the truth. So as strong as our nischay now at the confluence age will carry us, will even get us to start bhakti at the beginning of the copper age, that same nischay. The blessing of faith or nischay and immortality is constantly with you. Today, Baba has especially come because of the remembrance and bond of love of the experienced, mature souls, in brackets, the elderly Brahmins, over a long period of time. Congratulations for your nischay. You think from Brahma Baba, that nischay that enabled him to do what he did, and then all those who came after him. So we are all number ones. On the one side, there are the foundation souls of the yajna, that is, those of the fort of the Pandavas in front of Baba. And on the other side are all of you experienced souls of the very beginning, the first bricks of the wall of the fort of the Pandavas. The foundation is in front of Baba, and the first bricks on the basis of which the fort has become strong and a canopy of protection for the world are also in front of Baba. Baba is giving very high title to these souls. So just as Baba, out of love for the children, has demonstrated the part of Ji Hazur Haji. So yes, my Lord, I am present. So they must have invoked Baba, and Baba is saying, okay, I'm playing this part. I've come when you summoned me and become present in front of the children. In the same way, constantly continue to say, Ji Hazir, present my Lord, to the Srimad and the directions of Bapdada and the instrument souls. Do not ever mix wasteful manmat or paramat with this. So manmat, directions of our own minds, and paramat, the directions of human beings. Knowing the Lord to be present on the basis of following Srimad, continue to fly. Samja? Understand? Acha? And then Bapdada speaking to Madhuban residents while giving them congratulations for their service. Acha, many, many congratulations, especially to the Madhuban residents. Throughout the whole season, you have been instruments to serve everyone with your sweetness and tireless service. We know the Madhuban Nivasis are like that. No? So, many, many congratulations to the Madhuban residents in particular, as they are the first ones who are the instrument servers for the whole season. Madhuban is honey, that is sweetness. Sweetness makes everyone love the Father, and this is why whether you are sitting in the hall or have gone away, Bapdada is giving each department special congratulations for their service with the blessing, may you be tireless and sweet, and continue to move forward and fly. Very lovely message from Baba. And then some personal meetings with Avyaky Bapdada. And the first one, which has been given the title, Carelessness brings, what does it bring? Baba says, weakness, and therefore always remain alert. So carelessness brings weakness, and therefore always remain alert. All of you are the elevated souls of the confluence age, are you not? What is the speciality of the confluence age, which no other age has? The speciality of the confluence age is that you receive instant fruit, and you also experience multi-million-fold return of one in this birth itself. This is something that only happens at the confluence age. So whatever we give, whether it's we give something material or we give something internally, our service, for one, we get multi-millions. So for the whole cycle, yes, karma is there, but this is a very unique karma because it's coming with understanding, with knowledge. You receive instant fruit, do you not? If you have courage for even a second, for how much longer do you continue to receive help? You have courage for a second, but the help continues. No? When you serve even one person, you receive so much happiness. So, multi-million-fold attainment from one means you receive the instant fruit at the confluence age itself. So, you enjoy eating fresh fruit, do you not? So all of you are those who eat instant fruit, that is, fresh fruit. And this is why you are powerful. Everything Baba says, is so loaded with meaning. So fresh fruit will make you powerful. You are not weak, are you? All of you are powerful. Do not allow any weakness to come. When you are healthy, weakness automatically finishes. Now, when I read this line, I was remembering the roses in the garden. And I noticed how if the plant is healthy, no disease, no insects come. The moment the plant is weak, it gets attacked. And it's really the same for us. So we have to keep ourselves ever powerful. When you are healthy, weakness automatically finishes. You constantly continue to receive power from the Almighty Authority Father. So how can you be weak? Can weakness come? Yes, it can still. Does it come by mistake? When you go to sleep as Kumbhakarna while being careless, it can come. Otherwise, it cannot come. So it's all about going to sleep. Huh? All of you are alert, are you not? Are you careless? Are all of you alert? Are you always alert? Sada, always. At the confluence age, when you found the Father, you found everything. So you would remain alert, would you not? Those who continually receive so many attainments remain so alert. So Baba's going to use a nice example now. Business people. Dinesh Bhai, maybe you can relate with this. When there's an opportunity for good business, you're very alert, huh? When businessmen profit in their business, would they be careless or be alert? So how much do you receive in a second? So how can you be careless? The Father has given you all attainments. Since all powers are with you, carelessness cannot come. Always remain clever. Always remain cautious. Clever and cautious. Babdada always says, UK is okay. So Baba's talking to the UK family now. UK is okay. So those who are okay because they are alert. The foundation is powerful, and this is why all the wings and branches that have emerged are also powerful. Baba and Father Brahma have especially laid the first foundation with their heart in London. So that's why it's still the headquarters of the West. It is especially loved by Father Brahma. So, you souls always have a right to the instant fruit. Even before you perform any action, its fruit is ready for you. You don't have to wait. It feels like that, does it not? Or does it feel like hard work? While singing and dancing, you continue to eat the fruit. In any case, you double foreigners like fruit, do you not? Babdada too is pleased to see the children who are in the UK and so okay. Always remember this title of yours. It is the best title. All of you are those who remain constantly okay and also make others okay with your faces, your words, and attitudes. Remember last week we spoke about attitudes. Attitudes are actually the foundation. Then whatever the attitude, the face will show that the words will be accurate. This is the service you have to do, is it not? It is good, and you have a good interest in serving. Whoever has come from wherever, all of you are intense effort makers and those in the flying stage. Who remains the happiest? Who remains the happiest? Full marks, Parliben. Baba says, say with intoxication, I do. Apart from happiness, what else is there? Happiness is the nourishment for Brahman life. How can you move along without your nourishment? You are moving along, but it is because you are receiving nourishment that you are moving along. Sometimes we're moving along well, then we get slack. And we don't realize that we moved along well because we were paying attention, we were getting nourishment. The places are also increasing. Look, earlier, it used to be a big deal to get 3 square feet of land. And what does it feel like now? It feels easy, does it not? So London has performed wonders. And then in brackets, someone said, we have now received 50 acres of land, purchase of the Global Retreat Center. So that was the time of the purchase of that. Those who give courage to others are good, and those who remain courageous are also good. Look, how could it have happened if it weren't for each one's finger? So every one of you from the UK is lucky and is courageous in giving your finger. So some of you might remember they were asking a big sum of money for Global Retreat Center. And it's not even an outright purchase, it's a 100-year lease. And we didn't have that kind of money, that's for sure. Every time we've done something big, we've done it with nischay, nothing else. And then it happens. And Baba says, where there's nischay, there's victory. So Baba acknowledging each one's finger. So every one of you from the UK is lucky and is courageous in giving your finger. And then the second group, hand over all your responsibilities to the Father and become carefree emperors. Do you constantly experience yourselves to be carefree emperors? Or are there a few worries? Anybody got worries? Concerns. Since the Father has taken your responsibility, why would you worry about responsibility? The only responsibility you have now is to move along with the Father. That too is to move along with the Father, not alone. So what worry do you have? Do you worry about what is going to happen tomorrow? Do you worry about your job? Do you have any worries about what is going to happen in the world? It's like Baba is speaking this Murli today. Everything that's happening. It is because you know that whatever is going to happen, it will be good for you. You have this nischay, do you not? Is it firm nischay, or does it sometimes shake? Where there is firm nischay, what is the result? Victory is guaranteed with that nischay. You also have nischay that victory is guaranteed, do you not? Or do you sometimes think about whether you will have victory or not? You are victorious every cycle and will always be. You are once again seeing your memorial of the previous cycle, are you not? You have this much nischay, do you not? That you are victorious every cycle. Do you have this much nischay? It was you in the previous cycle too, was it not? Or was it someone else? So, always remember that you are the victorious jewels whose intellects have nischay. You are such jewels that even Bap Dada remembers you. You have this happiness, do you not? You stay in a lot of pleasure, do you not? Congratulations for this alokik, divine, elevated birth and of arriving at your home, Madhuban. So I was on a meeting yesterday, lots of plans for people to go to Madhuban. So who's planning from this class to go to Madhuban? Well, people are making plans to go now, February, March. Yeah, it's the main part of the season now. So you can see, you can delay, but you can also take a chance. It's going to be very special because it'll really be the first time that a lot of souls are coming after COVID. Will be special. And number 3, the third meeting, the Father and I remain combined in such a way that no one can ever separate you. I've also spoke about this last week, remember? Combined form. Do all of you experience yourselves to be constantly combined with the Father? No one can ever separate those who remain combined. You have been combined many times. You are now and will always be in the future too. Is this firm? Bobby's asking, is it firm? So constantly remain very strongly combined. So always be aware. We were combined, we are combined, and we will constantly be combined. So always be aware. We were combined, we are combined, and we will constantly be combined. No one has the power to separate those who have remained combined countless times. What is the sign of love? What is the sign of love? Someone said to remain combined. So this is very interesting what Baba is going to say now. Physically, even out of compulsion, you sometimes have to stay apart. So that's drama, isn't it? So you sometimes get separated. There may be love, but in certain circumstances, you have to stay apart. However, here, it is not a question of the body, physical. You can go somewhere far away in a second. There is the company of souls with God. God fulfills the responsibility of his company anywhere, and he fulfills the responsibility of love with each one in the combined form. What would each one say? My Baba? Or would you say, your Baba? Each one would say, my Baba. So why do you say mine? It is because you have a right that you say this. You have love and you also have a right. Where there is love, there is also a right. You have the intoxication of having this right, do you not? You have received such a huge right to be with Baba anywhere, anytime. You will not receive such a huge right even in the golden age. You don't have godly rights in any other age. You have this attainment here. The reward is in the golden age, but the time of attaining is now. So, there is so much happiness when you attain something. So when our happiness drops, it means we're not aware of our attainments at that time. Once you have attained something, it becomes common. But while you are attaining something, the intoxication and happiness of that time is alokik. So, you have so much happiness and intoxication because the one who is giving is also unlimited. So, the bestower is unlimited, and what you receive is unlimited. So, what are you a master of? The limited or the unlimited? You made all the three worlds belong to you. The incorporeal world and the subtle regions are your home. Your kingdom is going to come in the physical world. So you have a right to all three worlds. So who are you? Souls who have a right. Do you lack anything? What song do you sing? And someone said, I have attained that which I wanted to attain. I have attained what I wanted. Now nothing remains to be attained. So, do you sing this song? Or are you lacking something? I want money. I want a house. I want a politician's seat. You want nothing, because even if you have a seat of some position, there is no guarantee for even one birth. Whereas, how much guarantee do you have? So true. In the world, nothing is guaranteed. Even if they say to you, your term for ruling is 4 years, no guarantee. You have a guarantee for how long? 21 births. So the guarantee of happiness is for 21 births. Maya hasn't stolen your guarantee card, has she? Just as when you lose your passport, everything becomes so difficult. So, Maya hasn't taken your guarantee card, has she? She plays hide and seek. So what do you do then? Become so powerful that Maya does not have any courage. So does Maya need courage to come? So when you're weak, she comes very quickly. Huh? Yeah. It's like armies. You know, if there's a weak army, they won't attack till they see some weakness in their enemy. But if you're a powerful army, you know, you won't hesitate. So Maya needs courage as well. And then meeting number 4, perform every action as a trikaldarshi, the knower of the 3 aspects of time. Do all of you experience yourselves to be souls seated on your throne? What would you say? Have you received your throne now, or will you receive it in the future? Will everyone sit on a throne? Then someone said, the heart throne is very big. The heart throne is big, but how many will sit on the golden age throne at one time? Anyone can be seated on the throne, but you will be part of the royal family of those who have a right to the throne, will you not? So even today, if you look at royalty, there's a line. They can't, not just anybody can sit on the throne. There's a line to the throne. So the order of the children. You will not all be able to sit on the throne together, will you? At this time, all of you are seated on a throne. And this is why there is the importance of this birth. However many and whoever wants to can be seated on the heart throne. Is everybody seated on the heart throne? Is there any other throne at this time? Which one? And someone said, Akal Takht, the immortal throne. So somebody. Takth. So it must be another name for immortal throne. The throne of you imperishable souls is the forehead. So you are seated on the throne of the forehead and also in the heart throne. You have double thrones, do you not? Do you have the intoxication of being a soul seated on the immortal throne of the forehead? A soul who is seated on the throne has sovereignty over the self. And this is why such a soul is the master of the self. So the throne, the master of the physical body, the senses, all the sanskars, everything. Having the awareness of self-sovereignty easily gives you the experience of all attainments from the Father. So this is the highest self-respect. So you have the knowledge of all three thrones. You are knowledgeful, are you not? Are you also powerful, or are you just knowledgeful? Are you just as powerful as you are knowledgeful, or are you more knowledgeful and less powerful? You are cleverer in knowledge. You are knowledgeful and also powerful, both. So, stay constantly aware of all three thrones. So, the throne here, Baba's heart throne, and the future kingdom. In knowledge, there is the importance of threes. You know about the three aspects of time, or do you simply know about the present time? Whenever you perform any action, do you perform it as a trikaldarshi, or do you act while only knowing one aspect of it? Who are you? Knowers of one aspect of time, or three aspects of time? Do you know what is going to happen tomorrow? You say, we know that whatever is going to happen tomorrow will be very good. You know this much, do you not? So that makes you trikaldarshi, does it not? Whatever has already happened was good. What is happening is even better. And whatever is going to happen will be very good. You have the nischay, do you not? That whatever will happen will be the best. Nothing bad can happen. Wow. Can we really feel that, experience that? Nothing bad can happen. Why? You have found the best of all fathers. You have become the best of all, and you are performing the best of all actions. So three things. You have found the Father, you've become the best, and your actions are the best actions. So that's a guarantee. So Baba doesn't just say it willy-nilly. You know, Baba says it because it is based on the laws of truth. I'll read that again. You have found the best of all fathers, you have become the best of all, and you are performing the best of all actions. So everything is good, is it not? Or is it a little bad and a little good? Since you know that you are elevated souls, then the thoughts, words, and actions of elevated souls would be the best of all, would they not? So, stay constantly aware that since you have found the benevolent Father, there is always benefit and more benefit. The Father is called the world benefactor, and you are master world benefactors. Since you are those who benefit the world, there cannot be anything that is not beneficial for you. But we have to check, don't we? Yeah. Every thought, every word, even attitude, action, everything. This is why you must have the nischay that every moment, every task, and every thought is beneficial. The confluence age is also called the beneficial age. So, there cannot be anything where there is no attainment. So, there cannot be anything where there is no attainment. So, what will you remember? Whatever is happening and whatever is going to happen will be the best of all. This awareness will constantly continue to make you move forward. Acha, you are hoisting the Father's flag everywhere in the world. All of you are moving forward with courage and intense effort, and you will continue to move forward. You can see the future, can you not? When anyone asks you what your future is, tell them, we know it is the best of all. Can we say that with absolute conviction? Acha, and the blessing for today. May you become a carefree emperor and free from all worries by seeing the elevated line of your fortune on your forehead. May you become a carefree emperor and free from all worries by seeing the elevated line of your fortune on your forehead. The sovereignty of being carefree is the highest sovereignty of all. If someone puts on a crown and sits on a throne, but continues to worry, then is that being seated on a throne, or is that worry? No, that's why we wouldn't want to be leaders today in the world. Too many worries. God, the bestower of fortune, has drawn the line of elevated fortune on your foreheads. And so you have become carefree emperors. So always continue to see your elevated line of fortune on your forehead. Vah, my elevated godly fortune. Maintain this spiritual intoxication and all worries will finish. It's also the deep self-respect, you know. Slogan: invoking souls with the power of concentration, and by doing spiritual service is real service. Invoking souls with the power of concentration, and by doing spiritual service is real service. So, power of concentration means we are aware at that time. We are alert, we are awake, and then we do service. Om Shanti. It's like a smorgasbord this morning. So many different things to think about. But you can see all the way through how this nischay is so valuable. Because everything is based on that. How can we be free from worry if we don't have that absolute nischay? God is responsible. God is taking care. What's my responsibility? Stay with Baba. Baba said that's all you have to do today. Just stay with Baba. So let's read our experiments in silence point for today. Today is the 8th, the self-respect point. I am a soul who is full of good wishes and pure feelings. And the thought, how can I always have good wishes and pure feelings? How can I always have good wishes and pure feelings? And the practice in yoga, I, one with pure and positive thoughts, a master ocean of forgiveness, with the rays of my pure thoughts, am spreading rays of good wishes and pure feelings everywhere in the world. All souls are becoming complete with happiness and peace. Are you enjoying the experiments in silence? We've got new points for today, for this coming week. Acha. So, I know that Brother Avinal was in observatory. Are you online, Brother Avinal, to do the Murli revision? I think not, maybe.
No, he's not online, Sister Belinda.
Oh, thank you. So who would like to do the Murli revision for today? I see Sister Gloria is there. Sister Gloria, would you be able to do the online Murli revision today? I'm not sure if Sister Gloria is there. Who else is there? Sister Magla. Sister Magla, would you be able to do the online Murli revision today?
Does this involve video?
No, not necessary. It's just to ask souls to share their points. And so I will go offline, if that's okay. Is that all right?
I have no objection.
You You can see everyone is entertained by your response.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Could you
Mhm.
turn the your laptop around so I could see Port Elizabeth Murli class?
Yes, of course.
Om Shanti, everyone. Om Shanti. Lots of love and yat pyar from Clarkston.
Thank you so much. And to everyone online from all of us, very happy New Year. And thank you, Brother Nitya, and thank you, Sister Magla. I'll sign off now. Om Shanti.
Okay, thank you, Om Shanti. Would anyone like to? Before we get there, as I was listening to Sister Belinda read the Murli, I follow it on my app, reading it, and I liked the fact that Belinda Ben used the Hindi word wherever the word faith was used by Baba in the English Murli, because we all know, whether you speak Hindi or not, that the Hindi words carry a whole lot of depth that is not translated into English or any other language. So it gave the entire Murli a added depth. That being said, would anyone like to share what they took from this morning's Murli? And please unmute as you do so. Anyone?
Om Shanti, sister.
Om Shanti.
It's Brother Nitya from Newcastle. Yeah, the same feelings I had with the word faith, with the Hindi word nishcha, which has carried us all through the cycle. That's how powerful it is, this faith that we had in Baba and Baba had in us. So basically, I like the point that the faith that was the foundation, even in the Copper Age, for us to carry on with the bhakti and being, building of the temples and things like that to Baba, and particularly being the faith in Shiv Baba and the very first temple that was built to God. And yeah, that was the basic foundation from the Conference Age, that faith we had in God that actually constantly carried us throughout the cycle. And now we can still recognize Baba when he comes. Yeah, that's my point.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Om Shanti, sister. Om Shanti, everyone. Baba had 4 meetings, and and around that, my 4 points are to always remain clever and cautious. Baba said not to be careless, to hand over all responsibilities to the Father, and to become carefree, and to constantly remain very strongly combined with the Father, and to become self-sovereign over the self. A soul who is seated on the throne has sovereignty over the self. Those are my 4 points for channeling. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, thank you. Anyone else want to share?
Om Shanti, family.
Om Shanti.
And thank you, sister, for not having an objection. I think this morning for me, the point I'd like to raise is the understanding, does my nishcha, does my faith in God and in the drama, that everything is exactly the way it's meant to be, does that truly reflect itself on my forehead in terms of the line of my elevated fortune? Is that visible? Do I create thoughts, vibrations, and feelings aligned with the fact that between God and drama, whatever is happening is for the best? Can I truly extract a sense of true peace and joy from that realization? And can that hold me stable, irrespective of the storms that may present itself in drama? That's the point I'd like to share this morning. Thank you, and Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Anyone else want to share? Vino Devi sent something in the chat, and it reads, my point is being awareness in Nishche. The point that I particularly took a lot of joy from this morning is that God fulfills the responsibility of his company anywhere, and he fulfills the responsibility of love with each one in the combined form. That that landed in my heart, I must say. The PE family, let's hear what you have to say. Are we shy this morning?
I think PE went offline with Sister Belinda.
Oh dear, how sad. Okay, if no one else wants to share anything, I see there's only about 9 souls left. We wish everyone a God-filled day, filled with love and nishche. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Sister
Bye-bye.
Mags. Om Shanti. Have a beautiful week, family.
Thank you. Om Shanti, everyone.
Thank you, Meglaben. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Thank you, Shanti.
Om Shanti, Ben.